Welcome ladies and gentlemen, it's just a short video to help you out in the settings menu of Apex Legends Mobiles. Basically, a lot of people have trouble in understanding the settings, and I just want to tell you that it's pretty darn easy. All you have to do is to go into the setting in the basic menu. You will find that auto firing mode and turn it off, and that's it. Left fire button, turn it on. It totally depends on you. I pretty much turn it off or just turn it on. I am still tweaking my settings all day. Anyway, moving on, one tap ADS is totally your preferences and on how you want to set that or how you play the game. It's dependent on your style. Bolt action sniper mode, I totally use release to fire because it's more easy and I can accurately aim and fire and while ADSing and moving, so it's pretty much easy for me. Semi-auto shotgun, it actually depend on you on how you want to use that, because there are three options available in this mode. Well, I use this one, fire after ADS, and it pretty much works for me. Semi-auto shotgun mode, it's a pretty different one, but yeah, you can figure it out on your own. Anyway, ADS mode is my tap, because I don't want to hold it because I cannot move while holding the ADS. ADS button rotates camera. It's turned on for specific reasons, because when I use shotgun I have to use a lot of my fingers, like my fingers become ninja and I have to use it all over the screen, and yeah, it becomes messy. Anyway, moving on to custom layouts. Custom layout is just a custom HUD setting, the way you can set it, the way you can adjust your buttons and layouts on your screen, and you can easily find your comfortable zone to play and easily understand and move your character around the map or in the game. So it's like that. Or you can sync to the cloud. This setting can be synced to the cloud if you have an account. Moving on to gameplay, yeah, gameplay have a lot of things going on here. Items, pickup, ping, battlefield info, a lot of things. You can figure that out because I'm just telling you the basic settings that is going on. Joystick triggers auto run. You have to turn that on. Do not keep it off because it's very helpful. So in some scenarios that your hand is just tired and you want to take a little bit rest, and yes, it will help you. Crouching controls, tap or hold, again is the same setting from the basic menu. I use tap setting. Slide jump control, don't use easy, use classic. Believe me, classic will help you a lot, because a lot of people have trained their muscle memory into like pressing the crouch button and the jump button. So using crouch button to also jump, it will mess up your muscle memory. I totally agree with that, because I tried and I failed miserably. So I use classic and it's awesome. Use the crouch button to rotate the camera, it's turned off here. I use the jump button to rotate the camera, it's turned on here because I jump, and when I jump I need to look around, so it helps me a lot. To climb, use classic. Again, don't use easy. Climbing, it will give you more control on your climbing situations. Climbing prompt is off because of course we are pro players. Anyway, zipline, when you use Pathfinder and you deploy the zipline, it's the totally whole setting here, and you can use ziplines in the map. It's also available in a lot of places, like in train station and fuel depot. Yeah, a lot of places that it's available there. Anyways, moving on to controls, there are two modes: battle royale and multiplayer. We're gonna use both of the settings on the both of the menu and both of the game mode, but you can customize on your own needs. Let's move on to sensitivity. As you can see, my sensitivity, I'm still tweaking my sensitivity. Acceleration mode is totally fixed, and overall sensitivity presets are low, because in low settings I can accurately aim on longer ranges easily, and it helps me a lot to control the recoil. People who use high sensitivity, this game will give you a ton of headache while controlling your guns, because recoil is totally out of the roof, especially for new players and beginners who are just starting out in the Apex Legends Mobile, because I was testing Apex Legends Mobile for almost a year now, and I have figured out a lot of things. Anyway, moving on, we have aim and fire. It totally depends on you on how you want to use it. Sensitivity is pretty much uh, everyone have their preferences and got their preferences and use it their own way. They have their own style, and it also depended on the screen sensitivity too. Some screens are very sensitive to your touch and some are not. So find out your sweet spot in this game, and I prefer you should start with the training grounds because it's the best way to test out what settings do you like and you don't like. So moving on, I say yeah, that's it. If you also use gyroscope, you can set this up. What? Yeah. If you use gyroscope, you can set this up. I don't use gyroscope in any game, like literally. I don't use it. I don't like it anyway. Graphics and audio. Graphic quality is smooth because I need high frame rates, and maximum frame rates I get is 40 FPS, which is pretty much normal for my mid-range device, which is Poco X3 NFC, Snapdragon 732G. So anyway, adaptive smoothing is off. It is basically, this thing is basically what you can say is anti-aliasing. What is anti-aliasing? It sharpens your corner, like it smooths your corners which are sharp and losing pixels. So that is it. It just creates more stress on your CPU and on your GPU, and that's it. Display FPS, if you want to know what, like if you really want to know how much FPS you're getting, so you can turn it on and turn it off according to your needs. It doesn't even bother that much. So anyway, Fppfov, I would suggest you that you should go with a 110 FOV because it will totally give you a proper angle, and it will give you an advantage over your enemies who are not using the proper FOV. So it's up to you too, but I prefer 110, and I recommend that if you're using a mobile phone, it's the best. Controller, if you are a noob and if you are basically a new player or you're just coming from a console, you can try controller out. I basically never use controller in mobile phones because we are pro players. Anyway, we have language, secondary language, main language. I prefer English. My main language isn't here. My mother tongue, which I speak, is Urdu, and it's not here in the game. So I use English, which is my second language, which is also pretty much like native to me. This is privacy and social, etc, which we basically don't need it. If you want to know about this setting, or you want to ask more things about this setting, you can ask it in the comment section down below. And I say that's it for this video, and just a little bit more, that more options include aim assist and auto open doors and tactical ability release method, etc. You can literally understand that easily. It's not a rocket science or maths. It's an easy setting. So players that are having problem is because that it's a new game. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. And yes, this video was made in a lot of hurry. I'll make a good quality content soon. Till then, have fun.